Hey there, happy Tuesday. Today's theme is joy. Joy, joy, joy. We oftentimes, joy and happiness, let's say happiness as well, right? So I know that there are some differences in definitions and different people have them in different ways. So let's just say the warm and fuzzies, the happiness, the lightness, all of that kind of stuff. And the reason we're going to purposefully focus on that today is because we often don't. We often, that reptilian part of our brain often shifts our focus to the fears, shifts our focus to the worries, shifts our focus to what are all the things that we're not getting done, and shifts our focus to our big long to-do list, both at, work, home, relationships, whatever it is, and all this worry, 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 worry. And that is naturally happens. That's how our brains work, right? And so what that means is when we are naturally geared towards focusing on what's missing and what's not going right, and we don't purposefully balance it out with the lightness, the joy, the enjoyment, the living life, the things that make us feel alive, the things that make us make it worth being here versus just the grind of the to-do lists and all of those sorts of things. It can make our life feel very imbalanced. It can feel very much like we are strictly here to just do things and not, and then the few times that happiness comes upon us from exterior places, then we enjoy them, but then that's it. But why not purposefully create joy for ourselves? Why not put that same focus and determination and action into purposefully manifesting, and I mean literally doing the things that need to do for you to feel that joy and happiness on a regular basis also. We will always have worries. We will always have problems. We will always have things to do. That will never change, and they'll be waiting for you. They will just be waiting for you for when you're ready for that. But what will make that more manageable? Taking those same things that we do over here and applying them to also lightness, joy, community, connection, all of those things. So here's the tip. What do we do when there's an issue that we need to take care of? We, number one, acknowledge that there's something missing. Acknowledge that we're not doing something we wanted to do. So let's first acknowledge that joy and happiness is a needed part of the human experience, just like worry is. It's baked in there as well. That in order to take care of these worries, and I guarantee, don't tell your brain this, but if we focus more on joy, we'll have less things to worry about. The worry won't be as thick. But don't tell your brain that. That's just a side note, okay? So anyway, so we're focusing on joy and happiness and all of those lovely things. So what do? First, acknowledge that we want it. It's important enough for us to bring some attention to it. Number two, make a list. What are the things? What are all the things that bring you joy? Everything from the tiniest little sending a heart emoji to a loved one, all the way up to like big goals of traveling the world and experiencing new cultures or whatever else that might be for you, and everything in between. A pedicure, a call to a friend, going out for dinner, going for a walk around the block, doing a puzzle, watching your favorite show, taking a long bath, taking just 10 minutes to relive a wonderful memory that you had in the past. What are all the things that bring you joy? What are all the things that bring you joy? Now, also in these lists, it's important to acknowledge which ones involve other people and which ones can you do by yourself. That's important to acknowledge too, and it's important to have both of those lists. What are the ones that involve other people? Going on, the weekend getaway, having a professional pedicure or something like that. What are the things that require other people, good, yummy conversations, all of those things? But what are some of the things that you can do for yourself at any time? Big and small. Anything that'll take 30 seconds up to things that will take weeks. Get them all out of your head. Get them all somewhere where you can see them and you can start chipping away at this to-do list in the same way that you do for all the to-do list stuff, right? I guarantee you that once you start bringing some focus over here and you just pick one thing off of the list each day or week or whatever is the cadence that best works for you as you're starting this new habit, just do it. Just bring focus to joy and lightness and happiness. so that you'll have more energy and more ability. First of all, you'll reduce the number of worries to begin with. And then for the legitimate stuff that needs to get taken care of, it'll be more enjoyable, it'll be less stressful, and there will be less worry attached to the same worry. The worry itself will diminish when we bring some more lightness, joy, and happiness into our lives. And then we will start to feel a little bit more balanced and like we are living this life that we were given to live in the way and the spirit in which it was intended. It wasn't just to be a workhorse, but it was to enjoy this one life we have as well. Let me know what you think. Find your happiness and joy, and then take the steps needed to go feel that happiness and joy for yourself. It is important to take some time and energy to devote to this. Have a great week. I'll see you next Tuesday.